welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie, and these are the authors and booktube hyped books that I haven't read yet. I was inspired by Jess from Peace Love Books and Lala from Books and Lala to sort of put together a video. I believe they did like a revisit of one of their old videos to do this. I've never done a video about authors and books that I haven't read or anything like that. So this is the first one, so I can revisit this one in the future. But these are the authors. I decided to pick 10 authors that I haven't read yet and 10 booktube hyped books / authors that I haven't read yet. So that's 20 books that I'm about to give you guys, or 20 people that I'm about to give you. So let's get to it. So the first set is authors that I haven't read. I went through my Amazon playlist or Amazon library, and these are the 10 authors that I have not read yet, but I own books from them. So the first one is Jane Austen. I haven't read Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, I know. I've watched the movies so many times, but I haven't actually read that book yet. Jules Verne. I've watched the movie adaptations for A Journey to the Center of the Earth. I love The Rock in them and love Brendan Fraser, but I still haven't read that book. Nope. I probably have no desire to actually read it. I think I'll stick with the adaptations because lately, this year, classics just haven't been working for me, and that's a real classic. Kind of like freaking Pride and Prejudice is. Next is going to be Emily Giffin for Something Borrowed. Haven't read that book either. And I've watched the movie. Love the movie. The movie has Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway in it, and I really enjoyed it. I love it. I think it's super cute when it came out and loved every single minute of it, but I still haven't read that book. Next is Calypso Masters, Master at Arms. It's the intro to the Rescue Me saga, and I got this book and quite a few of these books when I was on my like BDSM kick. I was like, I got to have all the BDSM like ever. Calypso is a huge BDSM writer, and yep, haven't read a single one of the books that I have of hers. Next is Alison Brennan, and the first book that I have of hers is Speak No Evil, which is the No Evil trilogy, and this is like murder, mystery, romance, I believe, and I want to say I was on that kick for a while, but yep, still haven't read it yet. Kristen Ashley. So I have quite a few of her books. The one I'm going to go with is Mystery Man, which is the Dream Man series. I know she has the Rock Chick series, and so many of the other romance bloggers that I know have read and love and are all about some Kristen Ashley. I haven't read them. Nope. J.B. Salisbury. I went through a fighting stage, like MMM fighter main character stage for Fighting for Flight, and that starts the fighting series. I have all these books. Still ain't read them, but I'm going to get to them. They're gorgeous covers. I mean, I love them, but haven't got to them, and I need to. Jacinda Wilder, and she has the Falling Into You series is what really got me into her, and then she has a whole bunch of other ones. I've actually met her. I have signed copies of books from her, but I haven't read them yet. Jay Crownover, and she has been raved about over on Jess's page or Jess's channel for Peace Love Books for Rule and the Marchman series. She's read those. She raves about them, some of them. And then, you know, I've actually met Jay, but I haven't read any of her books. And I don't believe I have any signed copies from her either. But that's cool. But I own the books already. And then finally, Kay Bromberg. She has the Driven series, which, well, Driven series. It has actually been made into a movie, and it's over on Passion Flicks, which is a romance sort of Netflix for indie romance books. I need to get a subscription over there so I can start watching these movies, because there are a couple over there that I really need to get to. Now, these are the Booktube hyped authors and books that I haven't gotten to. So, J.K. Rowling, yes, I know. Y'all are throwing, like, shoes at me, hitting the unlike button and dislike button, whatever. I haven't read a single Harry Potter book. They are always out from my library, and it costs like $200 to get the complete series on Audible. So that ain't happening anytime soon unless I can get them from the library. J.R.R. Tolkien for Lord of the Rings series. I actually own a collector's copy of those books, but haven't read them yet. I have tried to read them, but there's some Elvish in them, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not trying to make my own words up. And then the library only has the unabridged copy on Audible or on books on tape or whatever. So that does me no good. I need the unabridged version to be able to listen to it properly. George R.R. Martin for Game of Thrones. Yeah, the series is only like, what, 6, 7 books? But I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for all that. Plus, from what I understand, the stories all mix and mingle and intertwine and go crazy in each book. And you got storylines that start in book number 1, but don't show up until like book number 4. No, I ain't got time for all that. Ain't got time for all that, man. No. Brandon Sanderson for the Mistborn series. Y'all want to hype about it on YouTube, on Booktube. I read it. It's high fantasy at that, and the high fantasies that I have read, yep, not reading it. Next is KIERA Cast Selection series. I actually kind of want to read this. From what I understand, it's like The Bachelor in young adult form, and almost sort of like a Hunger Games, but with a pageantry. And yeah, I kind of want to read this. I just haven't had time to. I'm pretty sure that I've purchased those books on ebook, but I haven't gotten time to read them. Cassandra Clare, the Mortal Instruments series. Ooh, all the hype. All the hype. Everybody and their mama loves some Cassandra Clare, but I ain't read her yet. Haven't read her? Probably not going to. I did actually like the Mortal Instruments movie. Yeah, I know. You're hitting that dislike button again. But that's probably because I haven't read the books. And those books are super long, and I ain't got time for all that. Maggie Stiefvater, The Raven Cycle. I just have no desire to read this. I'm pretty sure that I've put it on my Hoopla favorites list to try and read it at some point, but I only get like 5 credits a month to read 5 books, and I haven't pushed myself to read it because there's other books that I want to read. Sabaa Tahari for An Ember in the Ashes series. Once again, it's another high fantasy series that has been raved about here on Booktube, and I just haven't. No. That cover didn't call to me, so didn't read it. Taylor Jenkins Reid, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Now, this one I probably will end up reading at some point because I have purchased The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on Audible. I have it. I just need to read it. And also, this is Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of those authors that I would actually use one of my Hoopla credits to listen to. So this author will probably come off the list. And then finally, Shannon McGuire, Every Heart a Doorway, Wayward Children series, book series. I'm still sort of on the fence about that series, if I really want to read it or not. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly. So, I'm not going to ask if you guys have heard of any of these books, because if I got them off Booktube and Booktube hyped, you probably have heard of them. Some of the other authors, the authors that I actually already have books for, if you've read any of those books and you think that I should move some of those up for next year's sort of challenges and things like that, because whew, I'm going to have to start setting those goals here soon. The year is coming to an end. So sad. So sad. But let me know down in the comments. Let's discuss this big list of books and authors and things like that. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.